Today's content is referring to those of you that want the quickest possible results in Go Battle League, and of course this team is all about fast-paced battles. We're gonna use a Basildon up in front while at the back we have a Shadow Victory Bell and Wigglytuff. This is the easiest and the fastest way possible to get those resources from those Go Battle League rewards, so I really recommend this team to you if you want to just chill, relax and tap the screen. This team can absolutely help you out, and when I was watching my Netflix show, this team absolutely went in clutch since I just wanted to get some extra resources, especially from the Stardust from the previous Go Battle week actually, not even a weekend. So anyways, we're having so much fun entertainment with our Basildon up in front, Shadow Victory Bell and Wigglytuff in a pretty toxic team, and I really recommend this team to you because you're gonna see that if you flip around the lead scenario, I figured that out pretty lately after I finished off these battles. If you flipped around your safe switch with your lead so that you have Wigglytuff up in front, perhaps the outcome can be much better. So this team composition is not a creation of my own, of course. I saw it from Zionic, I believe, or another famous content creator out there, so you definitely cannot praise me for this idea, but still it works, so I just want to share it with you as well, just in case you missed it. So over here now we're just gonna keep going at it with our Basildon, and we can farm down before anything weird happens, and we're just gonna take this victory with our Basildon. Into the next battle now, and we're having a Vigoroth up in front. This Pokemon is pretty troublesome, but this season it doesn't carry Bulldoze, so only those counters are gonna be kinda problematic for us. Now we're just gonna switch out aggressively to our Wigglytuff, and we're having Icy Wind ready to go. Unfortunately for us, they were counting, so we have to bring them now to a point that they have to block, but at the same time they can easily farm down. My opponent doesn't want that, so we can somehow get the advantage of that with our Basildon now coming in. So it all depends now on what they might be having at the freaking back. So this Pokemon now, without the Bulldoze, anything is gonna throw is gonna be resisted, so Basildon is looking pretty strong even against some of those pseudo fighters. I would really be super surprised if they had Bulldoze, but since they do not, at the back there is gonna be only a Water type, and with that Water type being a Jellicent and my Shield alive and well, we're just gonna take this victory as well. Into the next battle now with that Skeleton coming in super clutch up against my Charmer. Not only that, they can easily go ahead and throw a couple of Shadow Balls on my Basildon as well. So I'm just gonna go here for the Icy Wind. We managed to get the shield, which is pretty great, I guess, and right after we're just gonna go down to the Incinerates and the Disarming Voice. I stopped hitting here, I did not lag at all because I want to farm some extra with my Basildon, and I believe that I can survive pretty much whatever they throw over here. So down they go now, almost. Okay, another move is coming up, and it all depends now on what they might be having at the back. Victory Bell goes in, at the back there is a Tongue of Flame. Let's get out of here, nothing to worry about, and yeah, sometimes these battles are gonna be super fast that you're gonna lose super fast as well, so yeah, just be prepared for it. We're having now Sandslash now from Alola up in the next one, up in front. This Pokemon with Powder Snow is not gonna do a lot of work, but still those drill runs can be kinda clutch in the end game. So here comes down the next one. Of course we're gonna just let that go through, and since we got that first shield, I'm pretty comfortable that we can easily farm down with our Wigglytuff. The only problem is that this Pokemon is carrying Powder Snow, while with Shadow Claw we could survive the second charge attack, since Shadow Claw is double resisted while Powder Snow is gonna do just enough damage, a little bit more, so that they can threat us with a second charge attack. So by sacrificing a shield in the process, now we're gonna switch out to our Victory Bell, and of course this is gonna be just a surf. At the back they have Sableye, and my Leaf Blade is already ready to go. This Sableye is Shadow as well, which means that a couple of charms might actually do the trick up against that Pokemon. So now this is a race to the farm down. We can absolutely do this with the quick connection message popping up. Now we're having the Disarming Voice. Can we finish them off right on time? No, we cannot, but that was super close, and we managed to get a very well earned victory with our toxic team. Into the next battle now with a Tentacruel up in front. This is kinda good for us because those poison poison jabs are not gonna hurt us at all, while the Scald, well, that's a different story. This move is gonna do a lot of damage, and especially if they can apply the debuff, things can get sideways. So I'm just gonna drop here my Stone Edge, they manage to block, and of course Tentacruel is gonna throw another move before we reach 2 hours. They can always outspeed if they want to, so this is something that we need to take care of, because Tentacruel is a Pokemon that can still work around our backline and especially our Charmer. So by taking the second move makes me think that perhaps I need to sacrifice my Bastiodon here. No reason to block at all my Pokemon. At the back though they have a Ferrothorn, which is a Pokemon that can absolutely destroy down both of my backline options. Not only that, but also they have a Carbink which can just do so much work up against my Charmer because of its ability to be extremely bulky and still provide a lot of pressure, a lot of push to my side with that Rock Throw. So Rock Slide is imminent, we can take it at least once right now that we have already debuffed them, easily being able to snipe them down here with that Razor Leaf, and now it all depends on how much damage we can do with the Sludge Bomb. This is one of the few incidents that you want to carry that move on your Victory Bell, because as you can see here, it is gonna be kinda enough to drop them at a point that we might actually have the upper hand over here. Power Whip is coming up, they cannot farm down, so another one is imminent most probably, and before we reach to our Leaf Blade. That was super close. Can we farm down here, trainers? Yes we can, absolutely. With that charm, let's get that sweet victory against the absolute core breaker for our team, and especially the backline. Up against an Azumarill now, which is in general a very bad one for our Bastiodon, especially if they have Hydro Pump, and my opponent here, guess what, has Hydro Pump, so this is gonna do a lot of damage on my bulky Pokemon. And now we're gonna switch out to the Wigglytuff. So Wigglytuff at this point is gonna be on the optimal scenario by blocking once to completely farm down, and this is looking kinda promising for us because right after we're gonna have a lot of energy. They switch in there with that Kofagrigus, and I will be fair with you, I was surprised. What else can you have at the back that is gonna be worse than the Kofagrigus against my Charmer? And then it hit me, Ganeto, this has to be the double ghost backline with a Sableye at the back. Let's see if that is true, because we're expecting that third Pokemon to emerge, and they end up having a Trevenant, so it is a double ghost but not that Sableye. If I were them I would go for the Trevenant on the switch, but still I can understand as to why they're gonna struggle a lot here against my Wigglytuff. So I have 0 shields, but it doesn't matter at all. We're just gonna return the battle with Bastiodon, and we can easily farm down even if they reach here to the move by completely hiding our final Pokemon. Let's get it, trainers, absolutely a well-earned victory, and now into the final one with that amazing toxic team. We're having that Deoxys up in front, which is obviously a very bad one for our team and especially our Bastiodon. Switching out to our Wigglytuff, we can tank at least one move, but the second not so much. So I'm just gonna block their move here and let's see how they want to respond, and to my surprise they want to stay in. What could they have at the back? Is this one of these triple counter teams? I do not remember at all. We're gonna figure out together, I guess. So Psycho Boost is coming up. I'm not gonna block this time because I know that after all those debuffs their moves now will hurt me not at all, and of course we can farm down by not spending a sweat. At the back they have a Mandibuzz and a Sableye, which is very bad for me due to that alignment. So I'm just gonna take the first move, which ends up being that Aerial Ace. I'm not gonna block anything, and instead I'm gonna throw my Sludge Bomb for big damage, surprise damage to my opponent as well. They stopped hitting because they want to farm down some extra, I believe, with the Sableye. I don't know. They want actually for me to farm less, perhaps. I guess that is their plan, but still, I don't know if they lagged or not. The outcome would be the same, I believe, because right here now that Sableye will reach the move, we can easily survive it, and of course right after we can absolutely go ahead and farm down in the process. That is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Just leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you are new to my content or for some reason you haven't subscribed yet. I don't know what you're thinking, and over here I have 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will catch you up later into the next one.